Alright. Here we go. New game. Fan translation, right? Hopefully this is the right one. Turnabout Target, episode 1. Yo. There it is. We can see it. It's the emissary of Peace from the East. Damn, the game is so loud. What the hell? Is there loud Chinese? It's so loud. Can you hear it? The cheers of the crowd. Welcome to Shengfa Republic. Welcome, Mr. President. Mr. President, this way, please. Your audience awaits. My dear friends, there is a reason for my visit. A few days ago, my smuggling as Black Nation was exposed to this was possible thanks to your country's prosecutor's office. Oi! Already? From the bottom of my heart, I convey under my utmost gratitude. However, boom! The battle is still not over. I declare here and now. The hammer of justice shall be brought down upon all evil. God! Get down, Mr. President! Hurry, contact the prosecutor's office. We need that man. Miss Miles Edgeworth. If there's anyone who can solve this case, it's him. Woo! Miles Edgeworth. He's the one who can solve this case. Here we go. The music though. Orange, okay. Okay, so I played this once and I haven't fully really watched a let's play, so I won't be able to give many hints. Not that you'll need them. Hey, you never know though. Word of this must have reached every corner of the world by now. Though it is true, the first game of this was kind of easy. Your big brain. Compared to the other games, previous Ace Attorney, Miles Edgeworth investigation is pretty easy. Like, pretty simple. An assassination of him on the president of the Republic of Shengfa. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor. Indeed. I was asked to investigate this grave incident, but upon my arrival... Mr. Edgeworth! I'm gonna start the thing. Oh, the music. I'm gonna start the thing, you know, that this will be my last Ace Attorney game. Unless they will make a new one. Or anything. We've been waiting for you, sir. This man is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct who assists me on all cases under my jurisdiction. What is the president's current condition? I'm still not sure, sir. The paramedics just entered his plane for a few moments ago. I see. I hope it's nothing too serious. Very well, detective. Please show me around the crime scene. Watch that, sir. Hey, mister. Just a minute. I'm begging ya. Huh? Dare? What's this? Mister, you're the prosecutor in charge around these parts, right? Can I ask you a little something real quick? I'm afraid I must refrain from commenting for now. Let's go, detective. Hey, wait, Mr. Prosecutor. Hold on, Mr. Edgeworth. Wait for me, sir. Now then, detective, care to fill me in on the details? Basically, the whole thing happened here in Gold Lake Park. There was a big welcoming event for the president of the Republic of Shengfa. Damn, this is a big ass. He's a ripped motherfucker. For president, he's a ripped motherfucker. Shengfa president arrives for his visit. His plane lands on Gold Lake today. Special edition. The president of Shengfa, Di Yun Huang. All aboard. All aboard. As I recall, newspapers and news programs were making quite a deal over his visit. Okay. It rained a bit, but stopped just before his plane landed. He came out, and all of a sudden, in the middle of his speech, Bang! A gunshot. At least I think it was. You think it was? You think? Truth is, I just got here as well, so I don't know all the details, sir. So you were also called here on short notice? Yup. Today was supposed to be my day off, and I was supposed to be at the High Prosecutor's office, preparing our case for the trial. The Chief Prosecutor asked for you personally, sir? The Chief Prosecutor? The Chief Prosecutor was taking part in the welcoming event. Apparently, the Chief called out right after the incident occurred. Call Prosecutor Edgeworth. He's the only one who can solve this case, he said. I see, so that's what happened. After that incident, we sealed off the parking right away, which means the assassin is still in the park. An assassin in this crowd? This could get dangerous, sir. It must be the reporter. There's another incident. These civilians could get in harm's way. These are rare days against time. Let's begin the investigation. First, investigate the crime scene and gather some information. Precisely. There's no mistaking it. The president was targeted with a gun. Okay, the logic thing again? Nice. This is something I'll have to keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe, where was security at the time of the gunfire? The police were only in charge of guarding the park's perimeter. The president was being protected by his own personal bodyguards. It's those guys over there. Why don't you try talking to them, sir? Talk to someone, press the A button while... Okay. Tutorial as always. What do you want? You are the president's bodyguards, correct? What was the president's security detail like during the speech? The president had his two best men by his side. The rest were stationed near the stage area. We are professionals. We constantly kept our eyes on the crowd, scanning for any signs of suspicious activity. I see. In other words, security was flawless during the president's speech. Flawless? Was it now? Let's keep going. We should talk to other people and examine anything suspicious in order to collect the remaining piece of information from the scene of the crime. I see. So that's how you want to round up your info. What the? So what do you want to do? So what do you do with all that info after it's squared away? Someone in the crowd is making quite a ruckus, but I don't have time for that now. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! Tell me how, please! After gathering some pieces of information, you try to find the connections between them. Detective! Hey now, don't be such a stick in the mud. What's this about finding connections? You connect the two pieces of information that shares a link. That's Mr. Edgeworth's specialty. It's called logic, pal. Okay. Just start by pressing L button to use logic. Connect away! Someone was able to fire a gun under flawless security, and they were able to avoid being spotted by professional bodyguards. This is no easy task. There had to be a certain amount of preparation beforehand. It's very likely that the president's assassination was a premeditated crime. Expect nothing less from Mr. Edgeworth. What brilliant logic, sir. Yes, well, when you follow the facts and find a connection, you will begin to see the truth. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray further from the truth. But if I think carefully before piecing the leads together, the logic should flow. Okay, begin the investigation. Okay, let's start by examining everything we can. To examine, I approach anything that looks suspicious and press the A button. And if I want to consult with a Gumshoe, I press the Y button. This is... Huh? Yeah, I'm surprised too, no matter how you look at it. It's definitely... Hey, is that still a samurai? It's still a samurai! It's still a samurai, warrior of the Neo Tokyo, and a hero from a popular TV program. Popular with both children and adults, it has broad appeal. Why would they use a steel samurai balloon at this welcoming event, sir? Perhaps he was chosen as the hero to represent our country. I won't rest until I've... Okay, here we go. There's something green there, I see it. Is the flag of the Republic of Chengfa. Its symbol appears to be phoenix motif. This is... What is it, sir? Haven't you noticed? There's an unusual spot on this flag. Compared to the flag on the opposite side of the stage, there isn't a speck of dirt on it. This flag is spotless, sir. Yes, that is what the flag is supposed to look like. However, there's one spot on this flag that is out of place. What is it, sir? Please explain so I can understand. What? A helpless man. I suppose I should point it out to him. Move the cursor to an unusual spot on the flag and press the X button. Take that! Take that! There's an unusual hole in this flag. Ah, you're right. Judging from the burn marks around the hole, it appears to be a bullet hole. A bullet hole? Then the bullet from the gun must have gone through the flag. Hey, right? Must be it. That's right, baby. That's right. The pieces don't fit together. Oh! RIP! It doesn't! Poor Steel Samurai Balloon. It looks so miserable. Indeed, what did it do to deserve such a bad fate? According to witnesses, a gunshot was heard when the balloon was popped. Did the balloon from the gun hit the Steel Samurai Balloon? Hey, now we got new. Maybe it was an assassination attempt on the Steel Samurai to disarray the Steel Samurai like this. This is a serious crime. Detective, we must not let this reprehensible assassin get away with this. Of course, sir. Steel Samurai Balloon. I seem to have gathered in a few pieces of pertinent information. I had to calmly use some logic to figure out if any of them are connected to each other. It's gonna be this and this. As a result of the gunshots, there's a bullet hole in a flag and a ruptured balloon. That must mean 2 shots were fired, sir. If you include the shot that hit the president, it's possible that 3 shots were fired in total. Now, it's also possible that the flag and the balloon were punctured by the same bullet. If only we could be certain about the number of gunshots. Ooh. Now then, let's continue the investigation. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! If you find anything new, could you please let me know? I've been wondering for a while now, but who exactly is that woman? I thought she was just a noisy onlooker, but it looks like she's investigating too. Hey, please, I'm begging ya. In order to figure out how many shots were fired, we'll need to talk to a witness. It can't be helped. Let's try talking to her. Ah, Mr. Prosecutor. The name's Nicole Swift. Just between you and me, this case is gonna be my exclusive scoop. Exclusive? Miss Swift? Is it? Can you tell me what you've witnessed during... So how's your investigation coming along? You got suspect yet? Ready to get that frilly dude kicking around your neck. Could you please stop talking over a moment? I will be the one asking the questions. What is this? An interrogation? I reckon I was gonna get myself an interview. I'd like to know how many gunshots were fired. Can you please tell me what you saw? Well, I guess. I ain't telling you nothing. What? My life depends on info. I ain't giving it up that easily. Don't be selfish, pal. Won't you please cooperate with us? Selfish? If you ain't gonna share no info with me, then I'ma go get it from elsewhere. Wait a minute, pal. If I wait, are you gonna give me what I want? If not, adios, amigos. She won't budge. We're at a stalemate here. A stalemate? I wonder about that. What do you mean, sir? As you know, chess is one of my hobbies. How does one go on the offensive against a defensive opponent? There are many tactics available on the chessboard. Really? I don't know much about chess. I prefer checkers. Even if it appears to be a flawless defense, there's always an opening. Observe as I break down her defense with my words. In order to get her to talk, I need to use the right strategy. Okay, this is new, right? Using the image of a chess game, I need to stay on one step ahead of my opponent. What the heck? What is this? Now then, let's analyze the situation. Until give me some info, my trap still shot. She has her guard up, so this is her defensive strategy. If I waste too much time, she may grow impatient. I need to pay attention to the time limit. What the frick? There's a time limit? I must not be careless with my words. When my opponent becomes agitated or aggressive. Told you I ain't talking. You're stubborn as a mule. For example, during lead times like this, I should calmly wait and see how things play out. The moment my opponent shows an opening, I'll be able to strike. First, I should ask about her identity. Now, let's begin. Her identity first, okay. Begin logic chess. Your occupation. First, could you tell me your occupation? No way. If I told you, then you might get the wrong idea. The wrong idea? In other words, it's a job that you cannot tell others about. I never said that. I ain't some kind of suspicious person. Wait and see. You see, yeah, run-of-the-mill model citizens. Please excuse my rudeness. I did not mean to offend you. I may not know the details of your job, but I'm sure that it is a reputable job. Well... yeah, might be giving me too much credit there. I ain't even done any major articles yet. Article writing... I heard you mention articles just now. Does your job involve writing articles by any chance? Oh, it's like a what is it called again? The luck keychains, you know, with Phoenix. The dang a bit. That's right. I'm an investigative reporter, a bona fide up-and-coming news journalist. I see, a reporter. She may already have some information about the case. This will be my next line of questioning. Oh, resets. Nice. This is where the real battle begins. I need to draw out even more information from her. Did you witness the incident? Were you present at the time the incident occurred? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, how about some of that info you promised me? No, ladies first, I insist. I told you my trap's still shut. You ain't getting my info that easily. Wait and see. Always wait and see, huh? This is my livelihood here. Please, I'm begging ya. Okay, I'm starting to get this. You stick your head into too deep, you may be putting yourself in danger. I'm a pro after all. A few gunshots. Don't scare me. You heard gunshots? I'll admit, you are dedicated to your job. However, you still have much to learn. The fact that you heard the gunshots clearly means you were present during the incident. You must have seen something, didn't you? Busted again! I just happened to be here covering the speech, and that's when it all went south. That's all, I swear. I ain't saying another word. So she was here to write an article about the speech? She should still have the materials she gathered for her article. This could be a useful clue. You said that you are a reporter. Did you come here to gather news material? You ever want to know that bad? Give me some info first. No. You first. Show me what you gathered. Honest to Betsy, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me try using that clue. You must still have the materials. Are you telling me that you came here to gather material and you left empty-handed? You should still have the materials you collected with you. That's darn tooting. I'm a pro. I collect info with my own 2 feet. That's why I ain't giving it up without a fight. As the prosecutor in charge of this case, I'm making a serious plea for your cooperation. Don't you mess with me. I ain't not handing it over, and that's final. Wait and see. Please understand where I'm coming from, Mr. Prosecutor. Being a reporter is a tough job, isn't it? So you're finally getting it. How has your job performance been? Well, I'm always trying to be the best reporter I can be. This here tape recorder, I always carry it by my side. Oh wait, let me listen to the tape. I see. If you're trying to be the best reporter that you can be, then it would be unnatural for you to not have collected any news materials. You recorded it on your tape recorder, didn't you? Information regarding this case! Oh, doggone it. Doggone it. There goes my exclusive scoop. That's right. I have it on my tape recorder. All the information I recorded from our article is right here. Checkmate. Checkmate. That's amazing, Mr. Prosecutor. Before I knew it, Yadan had me chattering like a chipmunk. Let me hear what you have on the tape recorder. If I listen to the tape, I should be able to determine the exact number of gunshots. Fine, but I won't let Ya have it for free. Other than my renter, you're the only person to push me this far. In other words, you're gonna have to be my second mentor. Yup, that's how it's gonna be. I see. It's kind of like a second home, sir. And I got one more request. A 24-hour exclusive interview. Please, Mr. Prosecutor. This is my first and final request as your apprentice. This is difficult to accept, but unless I agree to it, I won't be able to listen to the tape. 24 hours are out of the question, but I will grant you an interview after we solve this case. What about being my second mentor? Also out of the question? Oh, don't be so ordinary. Well, I guess ya take what ya get. It's all for the sake of my news scoop. Time to get the ball rolling. Let's begin our exclusive coverage. Well then, Miss Swift. Please begin the playback of the tape recorder for me. Click. My dear friends, there is a reason for my visit. A few days ago, a smuggling ring that has long plagued my nation was exposed and crushed. I see. This was the president's speech. The president passionately addresses the crowd. He's deflating the rumors flying around about its recent decline in his approval ratings. It was my own commentary. I tried to create the feeling of actually being there. According to its schedule, there's a meeting after this. You seem quite pleased that the Yatakarasu incident has been resolved. Well, of course, it's a great honor for us as well. Whose voice is this? Those are from the folks standing in front of me. I reckon it was two older men. They keep on whispering to each other. Where have I heard this voice before? Oh, the gunshot's coming up. Hey there, Roxas! Hello, how are you? The president raises his fist in the air. The atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch. However, the battle is still not over. I declare here and now. So what's the end of the first? The old Kiso was strong now. The old Kiso was a stubborn old man. Alba was a stubborn. The hammer of justice shall be brought down upon all evil. My man never gave up. Oh, 2 shots. What in the tarnation? Whoa. Alba was a beast. That was a 2 shots. I seems that 2 shots were fired. And what do you reckon? It's quite simple, really. Using the bullet trajectory, we can deduce its flight path. 2 shots were fired, 1 bullet hit the president. And that means the other shot left a hole in the flak and punctured the balloon. You understand now? The location of the perpetrator who fired the gun. Bullet that struck both the flag and the balloon was fired from here. It struck from this and this. Around here, I would say. By connecting the bullet marks from the flag and the balloon, We learned the bullet's trajectory. It's like that the bullet was fired from the left side of the audience area. So, just what I expected from Mr. Edgeworth. Searching for the bullet hole that should have probably stood on the left side of the audience. Bang bang. Shrill old man and another old man. Okay. 20, 58, 32. Detective Gumshoe. I would like to investigate the left side of the audience area. Yes, sir. Wait, you mean we have to move all these people? Yes, we do. Yes, there's no time. We could be losing vital evidence for every second we slip by. We must hurry. Yes, sir. Mentor number 2. Hey, mentor number 2. Miss Swift, I assume you are trusting me? Of course, mentor number 2. This is my time to shine. I'm expert at grab this person, light the torches, release the hounds, and run them down. Appreciate your help, but please do not use those methods. Also, please stop addressing me as your mentor. I never agreed to that position. I hear ya. I'll try to keep that in mind, mentor. I mean, praise the prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth, we are ready to begin the investigation, sir. Miss Swift here was all over the crowd helping us round up him up, sir. Who is our mentor number 1 then? Do you have an idea? Oh, no? Really? No, absolutely not. Heh, this ain't nothing compared. We haven't even met any new characters except her. She just said she has a mentor number 1. But how am I so... This ain't nothing compared to my first mentor's mob-friendly skills. She seems to be used for this sort of thing. However, Miss Swift, all that running around seems to have caused your clothes to be covered with mud. I'll take care of the cleaning bill. You like? You will be surprised? Eh? Oh yeah, talking about my parka. Don't you worry your fancy little head about it. It's reversible, so I can just flip it around later and it's good as new. That won't do much for mud stains, though. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, let's restart the investigation, sir. The crowd has made a mess of this crime scene. I hope some traces of the criminals are still left behind. Yo, that's pain! This is a terrible incident. Indeed, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this man again? I'm in some pain. I'm willing to assist as a prosecutor. He's a prosecutor? Why did you come here today? I accompanied the chief prosecutor. Pain? His voice sounds like the one that I heard on the tape earlier. Was he one of the men standing in front of Miss Swift? Hey. And where is the chief now? The chief is a busy man. He had special permission to leave the premises. The chief called me here and then left by himself? I'm not completely satisfied with this. Y'all need to go through the garbage? You prosecutors got a tough job. Detective Gumshoe. Run away, sir. It's the detective's job to go through the trash. Prosecutors don't want to dirty their hands. Let's see. I hope I find something good. Detective seems to be a little too eager about searching through the trash. This is a winning popsicle stick. Detective. Sorry, sir. Let's see something related to the case. Look what I found, sir. Yes, good work. Let's have a closer look. Okay. Just give me the word and I'll spin the evidence around and around. Okay. If there's something you suspicious, please let us know immediately, sir. Move the cursor to a spot interest and press the A button. Alright, let's give it a try. First things first, it says pipe. Oh! It's a document of some sort. Let's see. President security detail. These are the plans for the president's security, sir. Pay extra attention to the right lake area. Rook takes the 90s place. Depicts the security layout. The barricades' names are written on here too. Rook and Knightley. In the case of emergency, Knightley will lead the president inside the plane. Hey! The barricades are not from the Republic of Shengfa. Terrorists in the... Seems that the president hired a local security firm. Why didn't he use the police force of Shengfa? You wanna know the reason? It's another big scoop. Do you know something about it? I was just at the Shengfa embassy the other day fixing to get me some news material. That's when I heard. Sounds like the president's got plenty of enemies. He also don't get along too well with the top brass of the Shengfa police. I see he doesn't even trust the people of his own country. This could be related to the assassination attempt. Okay. Why would this document be in the back? That is strange indeed. Concerns the safety of the president. Normally it would be under tight security. This bag. There's something else in it, sir. And a gun. This is... It's gun, sir. Mr. Schwartz, could this bag have belonged to the... Indeed, it is possible that the assassin may have thrown it away. It's a revolver for something like this to appear in a place like this. 6-shot revolver. Pepe Gaga! Is this the work of a professional assassin? He must have used that document to carry out the crime, sir. This revolver, I will need to take a closer look at it. Let's see how much bullets, right? 2 shots? So we tracked the logic chest. I wasn't really looking. It's pretty okay. Something new. Something new. It's like the key thingy with Phoenix, right? I forgot the name already. The chain key or whatever, chain lock. This gun fired 2 bullets that matches the number of gunshots I heard. This must be the murder weapon, sir. It's not bought. This would be the crypt. I heard the grip of several guns in the past, but it's never been a very pleasant feeling. But you know, chest? Chest. What the? This is a laser pointer. It's an implement you attach to a gun to help you aim with a laser, sir. Just press here and... It's firing a red laser, sir. Did the assassin use this laser pointer to target the president? Who knows? A revolver. This bag has provided us with lots of useful evidence. Dumpster diving really paid off, sir. Good work, detective. I have one more request. Please let the forensic team check the gun and the bag for fingerprints. Yes, sir. If we can obtain fingerprints, it would be a huge breakthrough in our investigation. I got the results back, sir. That was fast. Of course, I made them double time it. Fortunately, we couldn't find any fingerprints, sir. Are you certain you did a thorough search? Of course, we combed every inch. We even took out the bullets and examined them, sir. As expected, this won't be easy. Hey, you're with the television crew, are you not? Oh, that's right. But then you must have recorded the speech. I'd like to see the footage. Yeah, about that. That will be difficult. What was that, pal? It's your duty as a citizen to cooperate with the investigation. After the incident, the guests knocked over the TV camera in the panic. All the footage was lost. If there was any footage left, it could have been vital evidence. Yeah, it's too bad, sir. What was that? Looks like you are in a jam, Mr. Edgeworth. That voice. Hey, Kay! Of course she's in this game. They did it. Long time no see, Mr. Edgeworth. The hero of the justice. Kay Faraday's here to save the day. Jam, cat, jam. Hero. I guess she wouldn't refer to herself as a heroine. So have you given up on this creative business yet? Nope, I haven't stopped. I'm just on vacation. Still in training to become the second Yatsukarasu. About 2 weeks ago, this girl became involved in one of my cases. 2 weeks? Oh, 2 weeks was only passed? Okay. Okay. No big time skip. The mysterious phantom thief, the Yatsukarasu. The case of the gentleman thief who steals the truth for the sake of justice. This girl is the successor of that great thief. You need to pick a lock or you need to untie a rope, leave it to me. But since I'm still in training, I haven't actually stolen anything yet. Okay, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I wanted to join the festivities. She does seem to have a fondness for these kinds of events. Afterwards, I thought I'd come meet up with you guys. Well, we are glad to see you. You look like you have been doing well, pal. It's been a while, Gami. I'm glad you're well too. Okay, you said earlier that you could help me out. Please don't be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth. I took a photo that captures the exact moment of the crime. I see. Could you show it to us at once? Same as usual, I see. Can you act even a little surprised? Yeah, that prosecutor is always in a sour mood. He even got annoyed when I called him my second mentor. Oh, by the way, I'm Nicole Swift, up-and-coming investigative reporter. Nice to meet you. Nicole? Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth, really? Enough idiot chatter. Can you please show us the photo? See, fine, here. Okay, I see the red thingy there at the forehead. This is a photo I took right at the moment of the gunshot. What the hell? That's hair, man. That's hair. Yeah, finger. Imagine if you know middle finger. That would be so nice. It was awful. Everyone in the audience was running. This photo depicts the president and his 2 bodyguards. One has a broken... That's Jonah Jameson. Judging from the names written on the security plan, these 2 must be Rook and Knightley. Technically, that hairstyle looks like Rookie piece for sure and Knightley. What is this? Thank you, Kate. This will be a very important clue. Oh, you got that sharp look in your eyes. Did you find something, Mr. Prosecutor? In this photo, there's a contradiction. This photo, I don't see nothing. If you don't understand, then I'll show you. The scene captured in the photo and the evidence I have on hand. I compared the 2, but I found the contradiction. It's time for my detective skills to come into play. First I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. It's gonna be the forehead, right? To find the contradiction, I press the X button with the conviction. Then I present the evidence that contradicts the spot. It's gonna be this, I think. Eureka! Miss Fifth, this newspaper contains a photograph of the president. I will compare it with the photo Kate took at the scene. What do you mean? Oh, that's right. There's something on the president's forehead that wasn't there before. Is that a mole? It certainly looks like a red mole. Red mole? Come on. That's foolish. It's hard to believe that a mole would be pop out of thin air like that. Maybe a bug bit him, sir. That all? I thought you were onto something. Turns out it's just an itty-bitty bug bite. You were talking with such a serious look on your face, I was getting all excited. The way to the truth always begins with a small contradiction. Oh, that's a great way of putting it. I'll be using that for my article. Alright, I think I got some logics again now. Okay, that and that for sure. I solved the mystery of the red mole. Mystery? Hey, you mean it's not a bug bite, sir? Come on. It's nothing like a bug bite or an itchy rash. This is the light up from a laser pointer. You mean a gun was aimed at the president's forehead? And right after that, the second gunshot was heard. That's certainly more than just a itcher. Each. Indeed, I'm concerned for the president's well-being. It's become more and more likely that this gun was the weapon that used in the attack. Why did the criminal use a laser pointer, sir? That's right. They have both had a beam of light shining from their hands. Pew, 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 pew. Way too conspicuous. And if you follow the path of the laser, you will find out who fired the shot. It's not good at all. Oh yeah, I also took some other photos. Maybe the light from the laser pointer was captured on those. It's a long shot, but there may be a chance. Okay, could you show us those photos? Coming right up. Presley, the photo from before the incident. Oh, there's a laser there! Your face is taking up the most of the frame. I want to get a two-shot of me and the president. Pain, pain, pain. They should have shot Pain, to be honest. This was taken a little before the gunshots. And here's the one I showed you before. This was right after the first gunshot. Immediately after that, a second gunshot rang out. Then... what is this? You can't really see much in this photo. After that... last photo, one of the running guests knocked me down. It looks like the shadow clicked just then. There's so many red pieces on there. This doesn't look too helpful, pal. Well, those are where all the photos I took. I'd like to examine this in a bit more detail. Evidence, this... it's right there! It must be this guy, right? Take that! I found it! What? You look just in front of this person in the red hood. Oh, there! Yes, that's probably the light from the laser pointer. But then, that red hooded person would be the assassin. You did it! It's all thanks to me, right? Right, as I expected, the great thief has stolen the truth. Perhaps the criminal can also be seen in the other photos. Let me examine these photos one more time. Would be Ace Attorney without some perfectly timed photos. Let's see the moment of the incident. No, not here. After the incident. Red tooth, it's probably... there? Ah, there. The red-toothed and assassin. It looks like they're escaping in the panic, sir. That's right, it won't be Ace Attorney, man. We can see the direction they ran in. Oh, the somewhere dock banner. Right, the assassin escaped towards the right side of the audience area. Yet to come, Shu. Got it, sir. You'll investigate the right side of the audience area. I'm counting on you. Tush. Oh, the red-toothed assassin. Since the park was sealed off, there's nowhere they could have run onto. I mean, he could just take the hood off, you know, and throw it away. If we follow the trail, we'll definitely catch them. Will it be that easy, though? Now then, let's continue with the investigation. We'll definitely find some traces of the assassin. Will it be really that easy though? Will it really be that easy? I won't raise enough. Okay. Yeah, I see something there. There's something direct down there. Detective Kamshu, please check underneath the food stall. Something stuck down here. Let's see. See? It is a red raincoat. Could this be the assassin's? It appears that he got rid of his raincoat before he ran away. I mean... Who wouldn't? There's something there. This is... It's a red button, sir. Could this be... Red button. This could be red to represent the red tooth. The sleeve. It's inside out. It's also missing a button. What else? It's a cheap looking food stall made out of plywood. They're saying samurai dogs. Is that right? I've got $2, sir. Am I imagining things? Or are you suggesting we take a snack break during our investigation? Oh, of course not, sir. I just thought... it could help us with our investigation. I'll buy you a box when we are finished with the investigation. I'm sorry, sir. Huh? What? What's with that look on your face? Is there a problem? No. That was just unexpected, sir. Sad dog. This is cherry samurai. Oh, I don't believe I ever had a cherry dog. I always wonder what do cherry dogs taste like, sir? Use cherries instead of hot dog. They probably taste like cherries. Your point. Why would they call it cherry dog if there's no dog? Very true, very true. Alright, raincoat, sleeve, and then gotta be this. It looks like the falling button came from the raincoat. It probably fell off when the assassin took off the raincoat. If you look at closely, you can see that the right sleeve is inside out, sir. It appears they took it off in a hurry. The button was abruptly turned off. After shooting the president, the assassin disposed of the gun and the back in the garbage bin. Then, during the panic, they moved from the left to the right side of the audience area. The bullet's trajectory led us to the suspect, someone who was on the left side of the audience area. The assassin then took off the raincoat and hid it under the stand. The assassin was in a hurry to remove the raincoat. That's why there are signs that the right sleeve was hastily removed. It also explains why the button was taken turned off. If that's the case, why is the left sleeve not in the same state? Oh, that sleeve is inside out. On the contrary, the button is still tightly fixed. What do you mean, sir? To find the answer, we must examine this raincoat in detail. I mean... I'd like to investigate the inside of this raincoat. Get the gumshoe. Got it. Oh! This is a bloodstain. Judging by the location, this is most likely the assassin's own blood. So look of someone who is injured, sir. Is any injury, detective? An injury on their left arm. What do you mean, sir? The criminal was in a hurry to take off their coat. That's why their right sleeve is inside out. On the other hand, the left sleeve remained unchanged. How did this difference arise? Quite simply, the assassin couldn't get his arm through the left sleeve. If you think of it like that, it all starts to add up. Furthermore, a blood stain was found on the left side of the raincoat. I see, he couldn't get his injured arm to fit through the sleeve. Yes, indeed. I'd say the possibility is quite high. It's all coming together. Detective Gumshoe, I want you to pull our assassin out of the crowd. Roger that, sir. Someone with an injured left arm, right? You must have good head on your shoulder. You did see through me, Mr. Prosecutor. Finding the assassins with only that much evidence shouldn't be a problem at all. It's our expert. With everyone in the park still in, the assassins should still be within the crowd. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth, we found a suspicious person in that condition, sir. It's gotta be the assassin. Okay, we haven't proven that this person is the assassin yet. For now, this is just a person of interest. Don't jump to conclusions. Got it. I control myself. There's no doubt that this is the guy who targeted the president, sir. It takes a daring person to target someone's life in front of an audience. Detective, bring him here. Courteously. Yes, sir. Hey, you guys, bring him here. Ah. He's not carrying an umbrella and his left arm is bandaged. You there, state your name. My name is John Doe. John Doe? John Doe. That's an unusual name. This guy looks sus as fuck. He looks so saucy. That is correct. This man. You recognize him, right? He is very familiar. I recognize him from a previous game, but I don't remember where. Justice for all? The man was kidnapped? No, I don't. What was his name? What the fuck? How did I forgot about him? This guy who kidnapped? He's a serial killer? The killer. Have I seen him somewhere before? Justice for all. Prosecutor Edgeworth, you know my name? You have been observing your investigation. May I ask why you have called me here? We assess you for the assassin who attempted to murder the president. So if he's a serial killer from the previous game, then it's gonna be him. It's gonna be him, right? You recognize this red raincoat? I'm terribly sorry. I'm afraid I do not. I believe that this raincoat belongs to the assassin. Oh my, that is terrible. Indeed. This person should have also a severe injury on the left side of the body, precisely like yours. I have no relation to this. I stare down with mano a mano. It's like they're firing laser beams out of their eyes. Assassin! The difference between one of the jobs, the other is a mental sickness. True. Hey! Obviously a confrontation, pal, a battle bits between the two gentlemen. Did you get that reference? Did he say something like that? The killer? Sure, here's explanation. A witness write, lie, or misunderstand. You find a contradiction in their statement, you present evidence, pal. Press the R button, okay. Here we go. And if you don't find a contradiction, what do you do then? Those times you press the witness for more details. To press the button. Alright, sir, could you give us a demonstration, please? Go, Mr. Prosecutor, you're America's best. She just won't quit. America's best what? Alright. Understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that doesn't mean that he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof? I do have proof, you idiot! Clearly my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. Maybe it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat. You didn't wear a raincoat? That's your claim? Yes, not even everyone's... I mean, we could just, check the blood, blood. And check your, blood sample. Yeah, not everyone uses a raincoat for protection against the rain, and then if it matches with your blood, then it's, I'm an umbrella person after all. I'm definitely a raincoat person. Umbrellas will hinder your movement. I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Same. Same. I don't use either. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka. This wasn't what I wanted to talk about. I hope you understand. I am not the assassin. Unfortunately, leaving that testimony unexamined goes against my principles. How troublesome. I am but a simple ice cream salesman. Oops. Oops. Please excuse me, in the panic earlier, my wound seems to have reopened. There's no mistaking that the owner of this raincoat is the assassin. Furthermore, the owner has an injured left arm. Mr. Doe, I shall reveal your true colors for all to see. Okay, this is... I do have evidence. That's right. Mr. Doe, you seem to be a very cautious person. However, today seems to be different, because you all left this behind. You must be mistaken. Oh, the music! Okay, it's a new music. That does not belong to me! Or perhaps, you have evidence that proves otherwise? Okay, this is a jam! Mr. Doe, is your injury alright? The wound seems to have opened. Indeed it is. Quite troublesome. Yes, I'm sure it is. You have my deepest sympathies. After all, you would have escaped that your wounds that open up. Hydrate! What do you mean? There is no mistaking that the one who wore this raincoat was injured. And I can prove that the person was you. With this. The ice cream is melting! Bruh! But if you didn't get the reference earlier, it's Meet the Sniper, TF2s. Team Fortress 2? Team Fortress? Oh. Yeah, no idea. It's the 2 Blood of the Assassin. Never played Team Fortress. Attacking the president is a serious crime, pal. You'll cause an international incident. No matter how long you keep silent, your true nature will soon come to light. A blood test will settle this. The blood from the raincoat and the blood from your bandaged arm. I have all the evidence I need. Why don't you just admit it? You're the assassin who attacked the president. I am not the assassin. You don't know when to give up. If this was a game of chess, oh no, you would have been a checkmate a long time ago. Admit your defeat gracefully. He seems to completely unfazed. I suppose I have no choice. I'll admit it. Indeed, the raincoat is mine. Can you confess, sir? Arrest him! Arrest him! However, that does not mean I should shot the president. What's that, pal? Prosecutor Edgeworth? All you have proven is that I wore this raincoat. What sort of crime is that? What sort of crime is that, huh? Okay. I'm no assassin, I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. No, you didn't! It surprised me to see the bodyguards take action just before the gunshots rang out. Take action. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, screaming in a state of panic. Are you satisfied this time? The story's getting fishier by the minute. He's really suspicious. Glaring at me won't help. We got evidence. Here, look at this guy in the red raincoat. That's gotta be the assassin. I see. That is certainly not me. What? Prosecutor Edgeworth? Please consider this carefully. Was I really the only one who wore a red raincoat? Whether he was or not, the person in the photo can only be Mr. Doe. But why? This man's self-confidence and intensity. Let's see here. I didn't check the... So emergency nightly will lead the president inside the plane. A terrorist in the audience. We can't be certain there isn't one. Leader, lieutenant. Pay extra attention to the... Okay. I must put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. It surprised me to see the bodyguard take action just before the gunshot rang out. I don't have a picture. Wait, do we do? Yeah, it's here. You just guarded him, right? They didn't just like put out a gun or anything. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape and... Let me see. Who wrote the red coat? Red raincoat is the assassin. That's very clear from the photo. However, Mr. is saying that President wasn't him. Just as stories he made up, sir. Rip off his disguise, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, in any case, I need to start exposing his lies. That's right. In order to do that, we should press him for more details. Okay, let me press at least... Either these or these. Let's run. So the bodyguards reacted before the gunshot went off. Yes, the bodyguard moved first. The one on the left side of the stage, in particular. You saw it all quite clearly. I have good eyesight. The names are written on the upper left of the security plan. The bodyguard on the left side would be Mr. Rook. Rook takes Knightley's place. That is correct. Mr. Ethan's Rook, I believe. Perhaps he noticed that light from the laser pointer. The man is no ordinary individual. From their actions, I don't believe that the bodyguards were amateurs. This man is an ordinary individual either. Please add that statement to your testimony. As you wish. The man on the left side of the stage was exceptionally quick and Mr. No, they switch place! Seems you aren't just a simple ice cream salesman after all. You think too highly of me, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Why would a simple ice cream salesman know the name of the evidence bodyguard? The name of the bodyguard? Surely you jest. Didn't you say their names just a moment ago? Mr. Knightley and Mr. Rook. Correct? This is a diagram of the security plans. We learned their names from this. However, please look. Only their surnames are written here. You distinctly said Ethan Rook. Don't you know his full name? And he did not. That's pretty weird, sir. Why do you know his name? Explain yourself. That was merely a slip of the tongue. It's true, this guy's the assassin. Young lady, you're being a little hasty. The reason I knew his name is quite simple. What? I'm an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's. What? He and I have a bit of a connection. This is a name that I will never forget. Mr. Edgeworth, he's just telling you a big fat lie. Is that a lie? I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. My acquaintances of Ethan Rook's. In that case, let's just ask Rook himself about this. Whether or not he's acquainted with this devious ice cream salesman. As you wish. However, that may prove difficult now. He's currently busy with the president's security after all. Besides, even if I am not acquainted with Mr. Rook's. Does that prove that I fired the gun? If you aren't the assassin, then why did you remove your raincoat? It was a little hot and the rain had stopped. I wanted to air out the wound. Is there a problem with that? Just can't seem to corner him. Edgeworth, what are you doing? Hurry up and arrest him. That man's so suspicious. I didn't arrest him myself. Arrest him without evidence? How could I do such a thing? Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Can you do something? Breaking news, the criminal is on the verge of escaping the prosecutor. Oh dear, they're already treating me like a criminal. I understand. Since I've been suspected this far, it seems I will have to tell the truth. The truth? What is he up to? I saw another person wearing a red hood. What? Surely that was the person who was in the photo. I first noticed him right before the speech when it was still raining. It caught my eye because his raincoat was the same color as mine. In his hand I saw a laser pointer with the light aimed directly at the president. Can't be. There was another person wearing a red suit. I knew that if I wore the red raincoat, I'd be mistaken for the assassin. Whenever someone says it's time to tell the truth, it means, okay, time for maximum lies. That's right, they never tell the truth. And that's why I took off the raincoat. You saw an assassin wearing the same color hood as yours? Wouldn't that be a nice coincidence? That's what I expected you would say, which is why I did not testify as such. Prosecutors and the police are a suspicious lot. I knew that nobody would believe me. At the moment of the incident, the assassin was very close to the prosecutor. Prosecutor? I only arrived at the incident after the incident. Not you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. That prosecutor over there. Huh? Me? Yes, you should be visible in that photo. It's true. Oh, the old man is the guy, right? The other one. He's the other one. The shrill old man, another old man. It's Pain and the other guy is whispering out there. I just realized. Yeah, right in front of the person in the red suit. That's me, alright. What's your point? What's this man driving at? I've been observing your investigation at this entire time, Prosecutor Edgeworth, and I have noticed something strange. Something strange? It seems you still haven't noticed this contradiction yet. Contradiction? In this photo, the people who can be seen are the Chief, Mr. Pain, and the assassin. I don't see anything strange. Please think back carefully about the circumstances during the president's speech. I believe you are holding the evidence that contradicts this photo. It's gonna be this, right? It can be. There's a contradiction between this photo and the type. Seems you have noticed. Mr. Edgeworth, what's going on? There's a person missing in this photograph. Huh? Who is it? Yes, it's rather strange. Someone who should be there, but is not. The person who should be in this photo is... It's gonna be Nicole, right? Not much option to choose from. Huh? Miss Swift? Swift? Why would you say that? Mr. Payne's voice was recorded on Mrs. Swift's tape. He was whispering quietly with the chief prosecutor. Those are from the folks standing in front of me. I reckon it was two older men. Aye. It seems Miss Swift was near Mr. Payne when she recorded the speech. But she isn't anywhere in this photo. That is correct. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, who is the one you should be pursuing? Nicole Swift, would you mind giving us your testimony? Come on, it feels weird when you talk all formally like that. It's fine, I ain't got nothing to hide. Nothing to hide? You sure? It ain't like I stayed in one spot while I was recording. I was moving around the audience area, shuffling here and there. I reckon this picture must have been snapped at a different time with my tape recording. So quit making that scary face and then what you think. This tape recorded a conversation between my colleagues, Mr. Payne and Mr. Chief Prosecutor. Why would Nicole be lying? That would mean... You mean Nicole Swift is the assassin, pal? You're not gonna be kidding me. I had done nothing like that. Be that as it may, however, there is a contradiction in your testimony. Huh? I don't reckon so, no sir. It appears that I must reveal this contradiction with evidence. I think I know. I have an idea. Give it down to my tape? No, they're clearly whispering at the same... Miss Swift, a reporter shouldn't lie. I ain't lying. I'm an honest journalist. Perhaps, but there's no denying that the photo and the recording were taken at the same time. That's so. What makes you say that? Truth lies in this photo. These photos could only have been taken at the same time as the recording. The spot showed this was taken at the same time as the recording. Can you see the president with his face raised in the air? What about it? Miss Swift, I might have been here to tape one more time. You're gonna hear words where you've been treating me. Would you rather we charge you with obstruction of justice and seize it from you? Fine, you win. I'm no match for you, Mr. Prosecutor. The question is, during which part of his speech did the president raise his fist? No matter what sort of heinous criminal organization there is, I will not allow them to exist. Aha! Raises his fist straight from the horse's mouth, sir. This tape was recorded at the moment the president raised his fist over her head. Then that means Nicole not being in this photo is really strange. Oh, but she's in the photo. Right here. The person in the red hood. It was you, Nicole Swift! Oh! You were the real assassin, aren't you, pal? That ain't so. I never worn that red raincoat. Raincoat. This is where Ed Raincoat's question belongs to. It's gonna be John Doe, man. Jam. The raincoat's owner is Mr. Doe. That much has been proven. You were wearing something else, a different red hood. Ooh. You mean there were two red hoodies, sir? Mr. Doe's last statement was true, but we didn't find any other red raincoats. What Mr. Doe saw was a red hood, not a raincoat. Miss Swift, what was it you told us earlier about your parka? Oh, you mean when I said I'm worried about it can roll 30, it's reversible, so all I gotta do is turn it inside out and as I thought. Miss Dutchworth, the inside of her parka is red. Indeed, and during the incident, she was using that side. What? Hey pal, what's the big idea? Yeah, wrong. I've been wearing it like this the whole day. Well then, will you allow me to examine your parka? What was expecting to find? You know it was raining prior to the president's speech. I believe you said earlier. It's my trusty parka. You really didn't turn your parka inside out. Then the inside should be dry. Hang on a minute, I am taking off this heavy backpack and putting it back on again. So sorry, but can we do this another time? You think you can fool Mr. Chwit with that, pal? Alright then, pal, if we are really wrong, prove it. Show us the inside of the parka. It wasn't me, I'm no assassin. Miss Swift, if you want me to believe that, then you need to cooperate with us. Will you please tell us why you wore the red side of the parka? I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. I had my reasons. Honest. I'll tell you everything. Just quit bullying me. Hold it. Hold it. Who said it? Whose voice was that? Hold on a second. It's a little too early for the endgame. Endgame? Oh, this guy? The Knightley. Hey, you in the fancy suit. Haven't you been jumping the gun ever since your opening move? This man was in case photo. Whoa, I guess I should introduce myself first. My name is... There's a gun too? Okay, show off. Horace Knightley, the president's bodyguard. This guy's the killer. Second in command of his personal security unit. Watch it, pal. That's not a toy. Well, my bad. She just wants to come out and play. I can't seem to help it. Why do you have a gun if you're not a police officer? She's a lady of Zhenghua. Only the president's bodyguards are authorized to use it. Anyway, back to business. I've got some news for you. There's a good news and bad news. Which do you wanna hear first? It makes no difference to me. Do as you wish. You sure? I'm giving you the first move. Alright, I got you. I'll start with my pawn. Seems you enjoy chess. You play too, Mr. Fancy Suit? Edgeworth, and I do have a fondness for chess. Is that so? Well then, chess master Edgeworth. I'll start with the good news. The president's safe. Not even a scratch on him. Really? That's great, pal. It seems that the young lady was not a murderer after all. Good for you, Nicole. But Whoa there, don't forget, there's still the bad news. The president is safe because his bodyguard protected him. Actually, had nothing to do with it. It was the leader who protected him. At the cost of his own life. That would be the other bodyguard, Rook, was it? Yeah, that's right. Rook died to protect the president. What? Is that so? Rook is dead. What a shame. That means, Nicole... means that the little lady killed him, my brother in arms. That ain't true. I ain't a murderer. Whoa there. Pipe down, little Miss Murderer. Jeez, even if he had to make a sacrifice to protect the king, it was a pretty bad move, that castling. Sacrifice him castless? What's he talking about, sir? They're all chess terms. He's saying Rook's life was exchanged for the president. This guy sure talks funny, sir. Horace Knightley, was it? What do you want? I'd like to examine the victim's body as soon as possible. And if it's possible, I'd like to question the president. Sorry, but I can't let you do that. What? I got another piece of news for you, and this one's a doozy. It's another piece of news. From here on out, this investigation will be handled by the Zhengfa police. What? Oh, Lang's coming? What's going on, pal? This case is under our jurisdiction. You have no right to interfere. You're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? The president knows about you solving the Yatsukarasu case. I am honored. That's why the chief prosecutor decided you to be in charge of the case. Seems the chief prosecutor made a little appeal to the president. But, looks like you're the wrong guy for the job. I didn't know you'd have this kind of reaction. It's the president's orders. If you oppose, you'll cause an international incident. Capiche? Hey little bad lady, get over here. We'll continue your questioning inside the president's plane. Damn. No! I didn't do nothing! Hey now, don't be a baby. You scared off a little Zhengfa. Mr. Prosecutor, please! Help me! Miss Swift? It's clear that Miss Swift was not the person in the red hood. However, that doesn't mean that the whole truth has been revealed. I really didn't do it. Please believe me. It's really alright for it to end this way. All I see is a girl with the eyes full of fear, pleading for help. Certainly not someone who's committed a heinous crime. If I stand aside now and do nothing, the truth will be lost to the darkness. Hold it! Yeah! Eh? What the heck? What the? You... Silence. What the? Is an impolite way to greet someone. Your neck injury has yet to heal and you have already forgotten? No, not you, not now. It seems you have remembered. Hey, what are you doing? Cut it out, pal. You got some nerve to do that right in front of the detective and a prosecutor. Stop! Stay out of this. He's out of your league. Mr. Dao, who on earth are you? I am not merely a simple ice cream salesman. He's a professional assassin. His name is... Shelly the Killer. Shelly the Killer? There's no one in law enforcement who doesn't know the name the Killer. An assassin who will carry out any request without fail. Well, it was once involved in a case I handled. It's been a while, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although I do believe this is our first face-to-face meeting. The real assassin was you all along. That is correct. I received a request from a key individual. to take the president's life. I should have seen his face before in this case of violence. Curses. I was careless. I'm glad I hid a knife inside my bandage before I entered the park. Even though my calculations were a little off. A knife? Not a gun? Now, Mr. Knightley, shall we play that game you love so much? Of course, the stakes will be your life. What are your demands? I want you to relinquish investigative authority back to Prosecutor Edgeworth. Investigative authority? What are you playing at? I simply want you to allow Edgeworth to continue his investigation. Huh? Why do you want that? Rogue is an opponent who is connected to me by fate. I would like to discover the truth about his death. When that man died, the investigative authority was transferred to you. I am simply asking you to give it back to this prosecutor. With your life at stake, this really isn't the time to be stubborn. Why you just are using the investigation to get close to the president. And what if I am? Indeed, in order to continue the investigation, it is necessary to appear into the president's plane. As the leader of the president's bodyguards, I won't allow it. Oh, I thought you were our only second in command. Now that Rook's gone, I'm in charge. I'm not sure if you're as capable as Rook was. What are you saying? I'm totally the leader now. Very well, in that case, please exercise judgment. The feeling of a leader. You lose your life here needlessly, or will you allow the investigation to continue? He's using the investigation as an excuse. Why would he go to all that trouble? What is this man thinking? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I trust you have no objections. Let's continue the investigation. Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do, sir? For now, we have no choice but to accept his proposal. At least we'll be able to investigate. But listen well, detective. I'll use the investigation to buy us time. Meanwhile, gather up all your men. Surround the president's plane so that he can escape. Right. Roger that, sir. To be continued. The head of the bodyguard, Ethan Rook, and this arrival of Shelley the Killer. A new development in this case has come to light. Under Knightley's direction, the doors of the president's plane was opened. After the paramedics attending Mr. Rook left, we set foot inside the plane, one by one. Oh! Oh my, where would the president be? Who knows? Seems he's just behind that door. Still a coward, I see. Think he'd just show himself in front of a hitman? Hahaha, not a chance. Didn't I tell you already? My purpose here is simply to investigate the case. Well then, Mr. Prosecutor, we await your examination of the body. Right. For now, I have no choice but to obey and continue the investigation. The rest is up to Detective Gumshoe. I'm counting on you. The attempted assassination of the president became the murder of the bodyguard. It looks like you could use some help, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I don't deny it, but... See, exactly, if that's the case, then it can't be helped. Just leave it to the creative K. Faraday. Right, so are you saying you can solve this case? Nope. Said with such a certainty. Instead, I'll stick to being your support. Right, let's go ahead straight to the investigation. We need to buy time for the police to prepare. I need to draw out the investigation for as long as I can. Now let's check the body. We'll rest until I have respect a suspicious looking nook and cranny. There's a gun hole. Let's check the gun first. Seems the victim has a correct gun. Did he try to shoot something? He may have thrown it out instinctively to return fire. We need to check to see if the gun has fired any bullets. It's still fully loaded. There's no evidence of any shots being fired. This gun is also from Shengfa, right? Yeah. You'll always be shoot the same model revolver. Okay. The bullet pierced his body just below his armpit. Fortunately, he was hit in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover. Really, it seems like a well-aimed shot. The cause of death was most likely blood loss. The bleeding has stopped. Paramedics were called to retrieve Mr. Rook, right? I'm afraid they didn't make it in time. The victim is Ethan Rook. He was the president's bodyguard. After hearing the gunshots, he immediately evacuated the president into the plane. He kept his life to fulfill his duties. Does this mean he'll receive a post-human promotion? Okay, there's no need for forced comments. How did you know? Bodyguards don't follow that promotion system. This is a bulletproof attached case. The tool bodyguards use to protect themselves from bullets. It can be seen in the case photo. Since Rook and Knightley both had one. Okay. Ah, that's the scene I stole on film. You didn't do anything illegal in taking this. Never any time. I'm always in the mood to steal. You just wanted to use the word steal, didn't you? Have I been caught? Okay, let's see here. What else do we have here? There's armor of protective gear from the bulletproof vest of the hazmat suits. Wow, there's even a spacesuit. The president seems to be very protective of himself, but what happens if he gets shot and then gets exposed to opposing gas? Then on top of all that, he gets ejected into space. He would probably wear everything out that you see here. That would be a sight to see. Internal and external waves of the plane are being monitored by these monitors. Okay. It's one to show the cockpit and the aircraft. Okay. This doesn't be. What this? What's this thing? Oh, that's the president's precious stuffed animal. I don't really get, but some kind of keepsake. Don't touch it. Precious, interesting. What's that precious, huh? Hey, it kind of looks like there's been a break-in. Indeed, the area it stands on does look a bit unnatural. Are those glass shards underneath the soft animal? It's a natural empty space. Perhaps? Is there another monitor here? Okay. What do we have else? It's a hall. Hey! That's a heavy looking vest. The president's clothes must be made from some special fabric. Indeed, it's to protect against bullets. Wow, it even does that? Naturally? It's a bulletproof vest after all. As that's what it is. This is the first time I've seen one. You could said something earlier. It really surprised me. There seems to be a bullet stuck in here. What was that? All of a sudden? I've always wanted to describe things like you do. Okay, I don't talk like that. Are these some kind of official documents? I know it's a bit rude, but let's take a peek inside. Hey, we must be able to repel any attack from the lake. The president is our top priority. Undercover agents keep an eye on the audience. Seems to be a security pattern. This looks like the one we found earlier in the trash can. Yes, it does. But what's this? Something seems out of place. It's different. It's different. It's the opposite this time. Eureka! What's this? These details of the security plans were changed. Eh? Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's right. It was changed yesterday. President's orders. Why the sudden change? Because 2 days ago, the killer attacked the president. He disguise himself as a bodyguard. Rook was the first to notice. He had already gotten close to the president. Rook managed to stop him just in the nick of time. Rook grabbed his left arm and twisted it. Oh! And then he fired one bullet and squared into his left arm. What were you doing at the time, Mr. Knightley? I was, if I remember correctly, the first person I took out that day was you. Oops, was that a touchy subject? Shut up! So back then. Not you, not now, huh? Since that day, I haven't been able to turn my head right. It sucks. To think that I would suffer an injury. Ethan Rook, you could say he was a most capable individual. Unlike this man here. Tch, what's so different about me and Rook? I think this guy's the killer who killed Rook. The blondie? I believe you are about as different as a pawn and a queen. What? So you remembered Rook's name because he was highly capable. Correct. While disguised as a bodyguard, I happened to hear his name. There was no way I could forget that name. Only a select few have ever been able to injure me. So this was the connection the killer was talking about. The security arrangements were changed so that the killer would not be able to sneak in as a bodyguard again. Only the president's two most trusted subordinates would accompany him on the stage. In short, me and Rook. Security plans, okay. It appears your positions were also changed. It's true, he's now on the right side. Because I can't turn my head to the right, my position got changed to the president's left side. In other words, I was relocated to the right side of the stage. Let's see here. Anything I got? Okay. This one and probably this one. Two bullets were fired. We know that from the number of gunshots. One hit the Steel Samurai balloon and the other took Rook's life. But didn't a bullet also hit the president's bulletproof vest? Right. It doesn't match up with the number of shots. However, there's one way to solve this. One way? The bullet that stole Rook's life pierced through his body. Then hit the vest. In other words, Rook and the president were hit by the same bullet. I see. That's right. It'd be dangerous if he hadn't burned that bulletproof vest. Is the president alright? Even while wearing a bulletproof vest, you can still get injured. Yeah, the bullet's impact can still fracture your bones. But don't worry, he's fine. The president's trained himself like no other. True, maybe the president didn't even need a bulletproof vest. I think that might be pushing it. I'd like to examine the bullet. There's a chance there may still be ballistic markings. Ballistic markings, what's that? Ballistic markings are always left on the bullet. Each gun leaves a different marking. So we examine the ballistic markings, we'll know which gun the bullet was fired from. Let's say they are like a gun's fingerprints. Okay, now, let's investigate right away. I think that'd be difficult. The bullet was completely flattened when it hit the bulletproof vest. There's no way you could investigate the ballistic markings. What? I want to investigate them. Okay. Rook's gun, 6-shot revolver. Hey. When I look the vest, I think it's not Kevlar. Most likely ceramic. These two guns, they're the exact same model. Ceramic. These guns came from Zhengfa. Yeah. The killer is fucking the blondie, man. It's so obvious. Looks like all the bodyguards were provided with guns from Zhengfa, unless I'm wrong. Indeed. Are those guns rare? No, not particular. Yeah, they're different type of vest. Some are made of Kevlar. Which one is better then? Kevlar or ceramic? Which one is like more more protector? More They are not easy to obtain domestically, but isn't impossible either. Some stuff it's steel or ceramic. But I thought they might be treasure. Yes. It's unfortunate. Mr. Edgeworth, are you talking about treasure? Not quite. If it was a rare model, it would have been easier to identify. Even evidence can become treasure. I see, even during your investigations, you search for treasure. But I didn't quite say that. Okay, let's investigate. Where's the treasure? And suddenly, Siri is motivated. Now then, I've grown very wary of this investigation. Still no signs of Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Prosecutor, have you uncovered the truth yet? No, not yet. I see. In that case, would you like to speak with someone who is involved in the incident? Someone? Involved in the incident? You mean... Is there not one more witness? Just behind those doors? Of course, the president himself. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, please do the honors and summon the witness here. There's no chance in hell I'm letting that happen. Think you can just summon the president like a witness in court? Mr. President, I'm sure you are watching all of this through your security cameras. Would you kindly grace us with your presence? That is, if you value your bodyguard's life. I see. Mr. President, what sort of man leaves another to die on his behalf? Mr. President! Stop it! Take it easy, hey! Still not nothing. Come on, Detective Gumshoe. Oh! What? The lights! So hard armor is better for dealing for high risk, but not really affordable to use it always. Soft armor is better for more casual usage. Casual? My apologies, Mr. Prosecutor, but I wouldn't try it if I were you. It seems I am able to breach the president, even with Mr. Knightley's life. Stop! Oh! Okay, the killer you! However, I have already seen the truth. Where is he? Oof. Opposing USS use soft armor? If not in high-risk intervention. Soft armor. I leave the rest in your hands, Mr. Prosecutor. Edge? Mr. Edgeworth. It's always under the uniform. Yeah. Don't somewhere, like, on top of the uniform too? The vest? Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth, sir? Like a battle vest? Battle, some kind of vest. But you can do that with the hard armor because it's really heavy and big. That's why they were wear it on top of the uniform, right? On top of the uniform. Did I pass out? Stitchworth. Thank goodness you're safe. Stitchworth, are you okay? Okay, what about you? I just woke up myself. My head's dropping a bit, but it's not a big deal. Detective Gumshoe, what happened to the killer? Miss Swift came running out of the plane. She told us the killer made a run for it, but... we were too late, sir. We heard from that bodyguard that the emergency lifeboat over there had been stolen. He's probably on the other side of the lake by now, sir. Didn't you steal off the park? The police were all called back to start on the plane. Right now, there's no one guarding the opposites, sure. That means he succeeded in giving us the slip. Kevlar is one of the soft armor, some hard one. Sure seems that way, sir. You sure do know a lot, huh, Roxas? Mr. Prosecutor, Horace Knightley. It seems you also had a narrow escape. Yeah, that sucked, that punk. Come think of it, we found this near where you fell, sir. This is the killer's calling card. Looks like a message from him. He always leaves this card next to his victim's body. Are you not dead, sir? Perhaps this signifies something similar to a killing. It reminds me, the last thing he said still bothers me. I have already know the truth. In the truth. Seeing the truth? What did he mean? You write hard armor vest and soft armor vest on Google, you totally see the difference. Save now? What was that? The president will be making his entrance now. The president? Art Armor West? Like a brownish? Black. I see. And stuff is more black. This man is the president of Chengfa, Di Junhuang. More like Dijon Mustard. You are here. You are. It is an honor to meet you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor. I'm Dijon Huang. Dijon! I have heard of your deeds. You save my country from a great crisis. Maybe green fiber and blade of pure heavy material. Is he referring to the Yatakuro's case? Or simply solving a murder, nothing more? Such modesty, I have keen observing your investigation. I have been observing an astounding performance despite allowing the killer to get away. Thank you very much. He was watching the security cameras. However, I reckon that it ends here. What do you mean? Heed my words. Foolish prosecutor, you should have already been informed by Knightley. This investigation will be handed over to the esteemed police force of Zhenfa. And now that the killer is gone, they intend to take over the investigation. I think you know what is the most heavy fiber and pure heavy materials. Steel? Hey pal, what are you doing? And what's with that attitude? It's because of the killer, Mr. Edgeworth, that... Enough, dead detective. Mr. President, I cannot agree to this. Why must this investigation be handed over to your country's police? Why? You say? Know your place, puny prosecutor. Must explain my actions? Nay, I think not. You should hand over all the evidence you have found so far and leave this plain at once. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, be a good boy and do as you're told. I cannot resist any longer. All the evidence handed over to Knightley. What? Why? Why won't he allow me to investigate this case any further? Now then, would you kindly take your leave? Knightley, place the suspect under firm restraint. I'm on it, Mr. President. An attempt on my life, the murder of my subordinate. Such evil, such sin. I didn't kill anybody. I swear. Shut your trap, lady. You dare question me? You dare stain this world with deceit? Should be part of this sin? Man, fuck this president. Nay, absolutely not. It's most unforgivable. My reasons being... There's no mistake. The president is hiding something. If I turn back now, the truth will be lost forever. Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth! Is there nothing you can do? I remember the countless times I faced this dilemma in the courtroom. The lies of the witness, the rebuttals of the defense. I did not always have confidence to counter them. The first time I saw the president with his finger up, I thought he was showing the middle finger. It does look very similar. Like, if you just watch it closely. I mean, not quickly. I mean, nonetheless, I was still able to throw out the truth from them. That's right. So my words alone are my weapons. Okay, we go again. Now that let's analyze the situation. Leave this place at once. This is a direct order from the president himself. He's not even listening. And your repudials to give his cuts off. When he has that forceful attitude, I'll need to watch the situation carefully. Okay. But for the president of Chengfa, I don't think he'll show any weakness easily. These words may be overbearing, but I need not be intimidated. If I observe his behavior closely, I should be able to read his emotions. First, I'll start by asking about his reasons for taking over the investigation. Now, let's begin. A good opening line will put me at an advantage. Logic chess! Begin. Mr. Gilbert, please allow me to confirm something about the investigation. Nay, I don't recall granting you permission to speak. Wait and see. I'm the president of Shengfa. You shall not talk back to me. I'm not talking back. I am simply asking for confirmation. This investigation will be taken over by the police of your country. Is that correct? Exactly. That is all I will say. Restrain yourself from making any more unnecessary comments. Wait, again? That's enough. Being on this plane is tantamount to being on my country's soil. You cannot do as you please. This plane? Is there something significant about this plane? You should remember this clue. Explain your reasons. I'd like you to explain your reasons for depriving us of our right to investigate. Ungrateful, hold your tongue. There's no reason that should be enough of an explanation for you. Perhaps that clue might be useful here. Okay, is it correct to this place? And from what you have said so far, does that forceful attitude of yours have some connection to this place? Oh! You insolent! Earlier you said that being on this plane is like being on your country's soil. From those words I was able to deduce the answer, namely that is, you wish to claim extraterritorial rights inside this plane. Am I correct? That's enough! I shall prove no insolence. You seem unsettled. Your words are forceful, but I cannot overlook them. The moment I mentioned extraterritorial rights, your face grew pale. In light of your brazen courage, I shall grant you an answer. That's right, I am claiming extraterritorial rights inside this plane. However, what does that change? You are still powerless. There's nothing you can do about it. I see. Under international law, the plane would be considered a part of the Shengfa. How convenient. If he wishes to stake this claim, then I shall question its validity. Validity? Next move will be decide the outcome. It may be the president, but there is a hole in his logic. Let me break it wide open. Is your claim valid? Aren't you being too forceful? Permit me to say this. Don't you feel that your reactions are too forceful? Who asked for your opinion? All you need to do is obey. Wait and see again. Forceful is the wrong word. It is authority, leadership. So you arrested Miss Swift because you felt you had the authority to do so? Yes, that girl is a criminal. There's no room for dispute. The shooting took place outside the plane. Only she could have done it. That's it? The shooting occurred outside the plane. This could be a very important clue. Challenge the validity of your claim to extraterritorial rights. Do you truly understand? What is it you're saying? Of course. And I stand by it. You dare doubt my words? You have no shame. Let's try again. Such irredeemable ignorance troubles me greatly. There's no need to worry. I do not need to be saved. It is Miss Swift whom I wish to save from these false charges that you have laid against her. By your tenacity, however you wish, is untenable. Extraterritorial laws are unshakable. This plane is Shengfa territory. It's time to use that clue. The gun came from outside. Checkmate, right? Hopefully. Indeed, I do not question your extraterritorial rights inside this plane. However, you just claimed that the shooting took place outside the plane. Yes, if it didn't happen inside the plane, extraterritorial laws do not apply. Your claim has fallen apart. Miss Swift's arrest is invalid. Impossible to be bested by a mere prosecutor. I am the president. Checkmate, Mr. President. Logic chess completo. Mr. President, will you allow us to continue with our investigation? I yield. I will allow it. He's right, it's a crime occurring in Japan's soil. Shengfa police can investigate. Technically, it's not Japan's soil, it's more like the United States soil. It's the USA soil. My heart is generous, my heart is tolerant, and merciful. Ace Attorney takes place in USA. Suddenly it does official. No. Yes, it is though. Give it express in Japan. No, it doesn't. Doesn't. Gentlemen, now is the time. I am the president of Shinfor. For the sake of investigation. It's not. This chair is like spinning around the bush. Literally USA. Not only we have received the president's permission, could you return our evidence? You can search it up. You can search it up, man. It takes in America. The Phoenix right and call law. It takes, the law office is in USA. Not the of the evidence. Well, while the original version of the game takes place in Japan, the localization is set in the US state, right? See? Well, it takes in the state. This is the localization. You did it, Mr. Chwet. Indeed. Now we can resume the investigation. It's funny how happy you are just because I gave you your precious pieces back. But let's look at your the investigation. This true. It's fans transfer. Yeah, it's true. Fans translation. Now let's see how I'll use them. But it's made by English. Translate in English. It's that. Pay attention there. Here's my next move. So it's in Japan. Mr. President, may I make one more request of you? It's more like Chapanerica. Would you please testify about the moment of the incident? Testify? Hey, hold on a sec. That's your next move? Is that the sort of thing? I live in the future, Roxas. I live in the future where this game has been localized in full English. This is the future I live in. It's the sort of thing you'd leave to the courts. Naturally, it's a courtroom procedure. However, I still like to hear what he has to say. If he refuses to cooperate with the investigation, he will have to give a clear reason. Is there something wrong? Do you have a proof you came from the future? I cannot tell you because that would change the timeline. Is there something wrong? Other than that, I'm a time traveler. Knightley, stand down. I shall grant the honorable prosecutor's request. Objection! I thank you for your cooperation. Now, heed my words. Oh. In fact, you said you are a time traveler. That's right. All the design. Where was I when the incident occurred? And yes, the stage. Then Rook and Knightley suddenly appeared and stood in front of me. After that, I heard a gunshot and a red balloon bursting. And so, those two attempted to escort me into the plane. But then, the second gunshot, the bullet pierced through my Rook's body and struck my bulletproof vest. If that's the case, then the president's victim too, right? It was an assassination attempt. Mr. Rook just happened to get caught up in it, unfortunately. But isn't it strange? Why would the victim want to interrupt the investigation? Of course, if this becomes public, it would cause problems. You see, there's still some deep dark secrets behind this case, right? Suddenly, the president and perhaps Knightley too know of this secret. Without fail, I shall reveal it for all to see. Hydrate! No water. Red balloon? It wasn't a red balloon though. Objection! It was still some red balloon. A red balloon burst? I'm afraid that's not the case. What? Please have a look at this piece of evidence. Can you see what has burst? No. This is... What exactly? It's the Steel Samurai warrior of the Neo Old Tokyo who you do well to remember it. You wish to win the support of this nation's people. And don't forget the rival show, the Jammy Ninja. The balloon that was ruptured by the bullet was no ordinary red balloon. It was a Steel Samurai balloon. Question mark? But according to the plans, there should have been 2 red balloons. It says so right here in the security plan. So it looks like there are only 2 round balloons drawn here. Nightly, what is the meaning of this? Explain at once. Yes, sir. That Steel Samurai balloon was a last-minute replacement. That's what we were told. Seems that information didn't make it to the president. We ran into a little trouble during setup last night. One of the balloons that we had prepared burst. So you scrambled to find a replacement. Exactly. We just happened to run into a guy manning a stand in the park. Said he lent us the Steel Samurai balloon. He was kind of a poser. A stand and a Steel Samurai balloon and a poser? We pumped air into its red samurai pants to create a makeshift balloon. So the Steel Samurai balloon looked just like an ordinary red balloon. Totally, boss. Yeah, Larry. Is that what you mean? Natalie, why was I not informed of this? Sir, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't think it was important enough to report. Couldn't you tell by just looking at it? I did not notice it. So you mistook the Steel Samurai's pants for an ordinary balloon? Is there a reason why you made that mistake? Ugh. What now? A moment, please. I just remembered now. I could not see the balloon very well. You couldn't see it? Exactly. At the time, the wind was strong. What? The flags on the stage were fluttering wildly and they obstructed my view. Flags? Did you not see the flags that were set up on the both sides of the stage? Due to the strong winds, they were waving about, just like this. So a strong wind was blowing at the time of the incident. And it spells, it's usually the boss. Flags were fluttering wildly. Is there a problem with it? Big problem. President Han, you have my gratitude. Your testimony has helped uncover a new contradiction. Contradiction? You say? Yes, and one that turns the very foundation of this case on its head. During my investigation, there was no wind at the crime scene, so the flags remained still. However, the flags were actually fluttering in the strong wind. This completely changes the meaning of that piece of evidence. Which evidence contradicts the state of the crime scene? The bullet's trajectory. The gunshot rang out during the president's speech. The bullet struck the balloon. And also pierced through the national flag. Had previously deduced the bullet's trajectory using these facts. The assassin fired the bullet from the left side of the audience area. However, if the flags were fluttering above like so, my reasoning changes. Oh, since the flag's position has changed, correct, the bullet's trajectory must have also changed. Must also change? And if we trace the trajectory of the bullet, we can tell who fired the shot. But Mr. Edgeworth, that person is... Indeed, I still don't understand why. However, it can be none other than him. But tracing the bullet, who was the person who fired the gun? Horace Knightley, man. Coming from the president. The person who shot the balloon was none other than you, Horace Knightley. I knew it, you motherfucker. Horace. What? Connect the bullet holes in the balloon and the flag, and the line points to you. Well, that guy is one of the president's bodyguards. Or he have shot the Steel Samurai balloon, sir. It's preposterous. I agree with the detective. There's no reason. Are you saying that Knightley, who has saved my life on numerous occasions, is an assassin? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I've had it up to here with you. My job is to protect the president. Knightley, control yourself. Sorry, sir. Prosecutor, indeed, the wind was strong during my speech. However, the wind's strength can change very quickly. Evidence? Show us evidence that the flag was flying at the moment of the gunshot. Gunshot occurred the moment the president raised his face to the sky. The evidence that shows the moment is... You have something that shows the state of the flag. Gotta be a picture, right? Isn't that? Is that the flag? Flag is there though. There is the photo. Interesting. And where is in this photo exactly? Right there. Don't you see the fluttering flag can be seen in this photo? No. There's no mistaking that the flags were flying at the moment of the incident. So then, it really was that guy who shot the balloon. That would mean Mr. Knightley is the assassin. Whereas Knightley is... How about if it... Is it this easy? Can it be this easy? Let's see here. Whereas Knightley is not the assassin. The only thing he shot was a balloon on the opposite side of the president. He wasn't aiming at the president. Why then? Why was it necessary for me to do a thing like that? Depending on your answer, I might take aim at your pretty little head. Why was it necessary? I presume the reason is connected to the one thing that's felt out of place. The one who shot the balloon was the president's Richard Knightley. Okay, logic time. That fact will change the entire viewpoint of this case. Knightley shot and this one. Yeah. Why was Knightley's position changed? Because I can't turn his head. Was that really the only reason? If the plans had not changed and Knightley remained on the left side of the stage, Knightley can't turn his head to the right. Would he have been able to aim at the balloon on the left side of the stage? Perhaps the security plans were altered so that Knightley could shoot the balloon. If that's the case, what's this? The details of the security plans were changed. Oh yeah. President's orders. Presidento. The Mr. Motherfucking Presidento. The evil All Might. It's the evil All Might, man. In other words, the president knew about the balloons being shot. He knew about that attempt on his own life. If you think about it that way, everything that's been out of place is beginning to add up. Why was the assassin able to get a gun past such tight security? Why was the assassin wearing a conspicuous red hood? Why did they use a laser sight that would so easily reveal their location? Who fired it? Why was the president so calm after being shot? This was the truth the president and his subordinates tried to conceal. There can only be one reason why Knightley fired the gun. The entire assassination was a setup. Eh? Huh? He's failing. How dare you? Do you seriously understand what you're implying with this? Of course I understand. In fact, now I understand everything. Mr. President, you wish to take the investigation rights from me. That was also you could conceal the real truth. How dare you mock me with these spurious allegations? Mock you? That was not my intention. I simply had used logic to uncover the truth, that is all. Knightley fired the first shot in order to rupture the balloon. Hearing the gunshot and the sound of the balloon bursting, the audience began to panic. This was followed by one more shot. Wait, one more shot? Yes, Knightley turned towards the balloon and pulled the trigger a second time. The second gunshot was also fired by Knightley, to create the illusion of the second shot hitting the president. So what about the bullet that hit the president's bulletproof vest? What if that bulletproof vest had been prepared in advance? What's the matter, Mr. President? Afraid of facing a little bullet? That's not true. I was definitely shot. If we examine the bullet in your vest, it would answer the questions for us. Will we find Rook's blood on that bullet? What? The person in the red hood who shot me is in that photo. Weren't you listening, Mr. President? When the bullet's trajectory, the one who fired the shot must have been Knightley. Then Nicole, she too was part of the president's plan. She was to bear the blame and become the false assassin. The red-tooth figure. She was working with them, huh? Exactly, I don't know how much of the plan Miss Swift knew beforehand. However, she didn't fire the gun. All she did was aim the laser pointer at the president's head. That's right, Once the crowd began to panic, you would turn your parka inside out. And thus, the red-hooded figure vanished. After that, you discarded the gun and security plan in the trash. And the illusion of the assassin vanishing like a ghost was complete. And with the assassin gone, the case would go unsolved, pal. Yes, that was what he hoped for. That's why he wouldn't let Mr. Edgeworth investigate the case. Exactly, all of this was as an assigned publicity stunt from a lying president. But you... Wait. Wait, he's literally like an All Might. Okay, what the... Oh. Okay, What the... You are wrong. What the hell? He revealed his true form. More like fat gum. The assassination is a lie, isn't it? The chief? Why did he have to pick you? This should not have happened. Objection! Ooh, objection. Well played, Mr. Prosecutor. Knightley. I am speaking with the president now. Thank you very much. What the hell? You're a chess player. You know knights always strive to protect their king. So shut up now. Are you threatening me, Mr. Knightley? What's with this guy? Oops, sorry. I went over the top of there. But on to business. As my first move, I'm gonna ask you a question. You say I fired a gun on the stage, right? Then I should have been caught. The entire audience was watching me. I see. Now it's my move. You used a certain object to prevent the spectators from seeing you. A certain object? What did Knightley use to prevent the audience from being seen? Take that! The case. The attached case? Exactly. I'd like you to have a look at this photo Kate took. Your right hand is completely hidden by the case. The photo captures the exact moment you secretly fired the gun. Use the attached to case as a screen. Objection! You seem to enjoy making up convenient stories, Mr. Prosecutor. But you have missed something. What have I missed? That everything you have said is just a hypothesis, a theory. Flags flapping into the wind, using the case as a screen. Security plans were modified because I can't move my neck. You got no decisive evidence. Yeah, it'd be great if you had the bullet that hit the balloon. Then you could examine it and see if the ballistic markings match my gun. And that bullet's probably at the bottom of the lake. Finding it would be real tough, right? Hate to admit it, but it's as he says, there's no decisive evidence. There's no proof, then the only thing you can do is shut up, so do so. Miss Swift? That's it. She speaks, we could hear new testimony. Hey lady, you got something to say? Never mind. There we go, I thought so. Nicole! Don't be afraid. The truth will escape if you let that man intimidate you. You're a reporter. A journalist, are you not? I will not remain silent. You better consider your position, use your head before they say something you'll regret. I forgot the #1 rule of journalism. Journalists must not tell lies. You can't call it a scoop if it ain't the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm sorry. I've been hiding this the whole time. This is a laser. Is this the laser pointer to aim at the president? Good old school. I used to own that one as a kid. I used to own it. And I did some little mean pranks to my neighbors. You stupid woman. You testify, you'll be admitted you are an accomplice. I don't care. I'm gonna tell him everything. 3 days ago, I was covering an event at the Zhengfa embassy. Then some of the president's men called me over. So if I cooperated, I get an exclusive interview with the president. The gun in the trash? I really don't know. All I was told was to come wearing a red hood and to aim the laser pointer. I never thought I would snowball into all of this. I'm really truly sorry. Nicole, thank you. That was a testimony worthy of this courtroom. This is stuff. This is sufficient testimony to verify the fake assassination plot. Damn you, the lot of you. You're all a bunch of mindless morons. It's a shame. Only you had been able to usurp the investigation as planned. You would have been able to silence this young lady. So tomorrow's headlines now read: fake assassination plan exposed becomes a murderer. Right? I can't believe that you'd do something like this, horrible pal.
I mean nothing.
The president? Knightley, that's enough. We have no choice but to admit it. So, Mr. President, you admit that you plan a fake assassination? Yes, I admit it. I'm sorry. But why? Why did you have to do this? My approval ratings in Shengfa have fallen. I wanted to appeal to them as a strong president who survived assassination, but in the end, that's just a lie. Stupid lie. And the bullet in the bulletproof vest prepared earlier, it was not fired today. But what about Mr. Dale Killer? Seems our plan was leaked. At this point, I know the killer has to be Horace Knightley, man. It's gonna be him. So I wanted to make this fake assassination real. That's why the killer wore the red raincoat. He would impersonate the culprit from the plan in order to approach the president. But there's still one thing I don't understand. The killer's Edgeworth. Imagine. What's that? Why did Rook die? His death was not a part of this charade, and yet it really happened. Yes, why was his life taken? Ethan was an outstanding bodyguard. Even though he wasn't from my country, he had my utmost trust. I wouldn't think that having the trust of a cowardly president meant that much, honestly. Hey, that's the same as sort of bond between me and Mr. Edgeworth, pal. I wouldn't put it that way. Did Rook know of your plan? Not the exact details. I asked him to cooperate and he refused. You should have listened to his advice. Yes, indeed. I wouldn't have done all this if I had known. You're being too dramatic. Yeah, that's hey man. What? Rook was just a one piece of the president's defense. Knightley. And it's not as if he cooperated with your plan. I did. He ran away, taking whatever dignity he had left with him. Good riddance. I know you're a valuable bodyguard, but still. I don't have time for this, sir. I'm the team leader now. There's going to be a lot of changes now that the chicken's gone. After adaptation is the most important principle in the chess. I knew you always wanted to be the team leader. What? Isn't this a bit imprudent? I will orchestrate even more perfect plans just like this one. You definitely have ambition. But wasn't your perfect plan today a failure? If it weren't for you and that idiot Rook would have been perfect. How did Rook do? If he hadn't died, the killer wouldn't have threatened me. And you would have never set foot in this plane. Knightley, how can you say such a thing? Yeah, he died trying to save you, Mr. President. Maybe he fulfilled his lifelong ambition. Then protecting the president? Huh? But the assassination was fake, right? Of course it was. But you need to listen to closer, little girl. Remember that guy who wanted to make the fake assassination real? There were 2 gunshots at the time of the incident. The first was, as you said, I shot the balloon, but the second one wasn't me. So who fired the second shot? The real assassin, but it wasn't the killer. He intended to attack the president with a knife, not a gun. The lucky winner was the hidden queen. Or should I say the lady in the coat over there? Eh? You're accusing Nicole, pal? I know assassin. Really? I don't believe you. The gun that was left in the trash, that was yours, right? Okay. I shot the balloon and entered the plane with Rook and the president. Rook waited in the cabin while I led the president in the security room. When I came out, Rook was already on the ground. The bullet that the lady fired must have hit him while he was Aye. The shot was fired from the trash. No. But this has 2 shots though. Okay, so you say you don't know exactly when the victim was shot? A knight's job isn't to protect the rook, it's to protect the king. Huh? What's he trying to say? Is that his job was to protect the president only? It's over if you lose the king. Checkmate. That's the first rule of chess. If you let your pieces get taken right in front of you, you're not likely to win. But I did win. Look, the president is safe. Don't claim victory when the game has only just begun. This guy, man, is an a-hole. Okay, I think... Objection! Oh! Or not? Uh-huh. Yeah, let me see this again. Maybe this one. Objection! So you shot the balloon and Miss Swift shot the rook? Is that really true? I can't see it any other way. The gun we discovered in the trash was fired twice. The number of gunshots don't add up. Why don't the gunshots add up? It's simple. This gun is fake evidence, left behind by the real criminal. Fake evidence? Think about it. The criminal planned this for a reason. By finding the gun, we assumed that the assassin was in the audience in order to make us believe that the gun was used by the assassin. The gun needed to appear as if it had been fired twice. I get it, because 2 shots were fired during the incident. However, to be proved that the bullet that hit the balloon did not come from this gun. Therefore, I have my doubts as to whether this gun has a root to Rook's life. Here it comes. You're packing us some serious heat. Enough with this song and dance. You've come this far. Go ahead and say it. I won't just say it. I'll prove it. The one who really shot Rook is... It's you, motherfucker. Horace Knightley, you murdered Rook. You finally said it. Knightley, you could have. The killer wasn't the only one who took advantage of the fake assassination plot. He intended to murder Rook and claim he was a victim of the assassination. Once the president had entered the security room and the door to the plane was closed, only the victim and Knightley would have been left in this room. And at that moment, you fired a 3rd bullet, directly at Rook. Objection! A 3rd bullet? Huh. The 2 gunshots were hurt. The number don't match up. The plane's walls are soundproof. If the door was closed, the gunshot would not have been heard outside. But wasn't the president in the next room? That's true. The president may have heard the gunshot. Mr. President, did you hear a gunshot? I didn't hear any gunshots. But weren't you watching this room through the security cameras? The cameras in this room aren't usually turned on. I turned on the power after I entered the security room. So you didn't turn on the power immediately after entering the room? No, actually, What is it? It's not being clear. Mr. President, focus. This is vital. Please? I was hiding under the bed, covering my ears. But you knew the session was fake? It doesn't matter. I simply hate the sound of guns. This man is a pussy. That terrifying sound, I just can't help it. That definitely ain't going in my article. Ahem. Knightley, you saw the president hiding under the bed? Vladimir, you couldn't tell if the security cameras had been turned on by looking at the monitors. In that moment, when the president wouldn't hear the gunshot or see the room, you had a chance to fire a 3rd bullet at Rook. Knightley? You really? You deceived me. You really think I killed that moron? That's called, Mr. President. Have a little faith in me, the bodyguard who's risking his life to protect you. I want to believe you. I really do, but I just don't get it. Why are you suspecting me alone? There's still the possibility that she's the killer. This gun is not the murder weapon. The number of missing bullets makes that clear. Maybe it was one shot short to begin with. Everything of that? What? Maybe it already fired a shot yesterday or the day before. The second shot was fired today, the one that hit Rook. Isn't that just the perfect excuse? Excuse? The possibility exists. You can't deny that. That's right, I can't deny it completely. You need decisive evidence. Evidence to decide, so decisive that it makes my heart stop and my logic crumble. You got something like that? Stetchworth, can't you do anything? This rate Nicole will... She's the prosecutor. It's true. I did an awful thing for a scoop, but I never killed nobody. I could never do such a thing. I'd do a thing like that. Decisive evidence. If I could prove the murder weapon was Knightley's gun, prove it was his gun. The balloon. If you can find the bullet that took Rook's life. Oh, I get it. I get it. We can determine which the gun fired the shot from the ballistic markings. We got no evidence. Then we are done talking. Hold it. I think I know. What? You don't seriously have this as evidence? Naturally. That's a big joke. Now come on now, show us. What's the so-called evidence? The bullet that took Rook's life. That's the decisive evidence I need. This evidence. Do I have it? I don't have it right now. But I don't have it. Okay, it's game over, man. However, it is somewhere in this room. What? The bullet that killed Rook pierced through his body. So where did the bullet go? Earlier you explained it like this. Pierced through his body. However, now that the fake assassination plan has come to light, we know that the bullet in the bulletproof vest was prepared earlier. So then where did the bullet go? Interesting. Very interesting. Do you have the answer? Do you have the evidence that shows the location of the bullet that killed Mr. Rook? Yes.
Take that!
On the screens. In this room, there's one thing that's clearly missing. Something missing? You sure it's not your brain? I'd like you to look at the rack of security monitors. Seems you have noticed, Mr. President. Among these images of the plane's surroundings, only the feed from the right side of the plane is absent. That's what's missing, a single monitor. Mr. President, there was originally a monitor here, wasn't there? That's right. Why is there a stuffed toy now? That must have been put there to hide the empty space where the monitor used to be. Why is the monitor missing and where did it go? Why? Undoubtedly because it was hit by the bullet. In order to make us think that the bullet really hit the bulletproof vest. It could be a problem if another bullet hole was discovered. So then, where did the monitor go? There, it should be hidden somewhere inside this plane. There hasn't been a chance to dispose of it outside since it was shot. Yet the Kamshu, such as plane. Roger that, sir. President Huang, you said extraterritorial laws apply to this plane. I will allow it. There's no problem. I just want to know the truth of Rook's death. Damn it, you think this is a joke? You're always like this. Rook this, Rook that. Yep, man. This guy is the killer. He's the one. Jealousy. Detective, we have his approval. Go ahead. Mr. Edgeworth, I found it, sir. Good work, Detective. Now let's extract the bullet from the monitor. If I do this here and then do that, I got it. Well, it's definitely stained with blood. I'm certain this is the bullet that killed Rook. This is the bullet that will crush your argument. The decisive evidence that blows a hole in your logic. The ballistic markings on this bullet do not match the gun found in the audience area. Miss Swift will be clear of suspicion. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Detective, we need to examine the ballistic markings, send the gun and bullet for the forensics. Roger, we should be able to find no clear markings on this bullet, sir. Now then, let's listen to the forensics report. Reporting. First, the blood on this bullet matches the victim's blood, so this bullet really did take Rook's life. Also, arrest Knightley's fingerprints were found on this gun. Knightley's fingerprints probably came from when he took all our evidence. The real issue is the ballistic markings. If the markings don't match, Miss Swift will be clear of suspicion. And the bullet's ballistic markings match this gun. What? They match? What? No way. There's no mistake. The bullet was fired from this gun. What? Huh? That's strange. Looks like I was right after all. Naturally. Did you really think you had me cornered? You misread the board. The one who's been cornered is you. Okay, we're not done. The ballistic markings match the gun, there can be no doubt. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the audience area. Wait. This gun is the same thing model as the victims, so they're both Shengfa guns, right? So what about his gun he's holding right there? Who could have used the gun? Not me, because I was on stage, but what about that lady reporter in the audience? All the evidence pointed to that lady as the assassin who killed Rook. Well, it's you who moved, Mr. Prosecutor. Where did you find this gun again? Which gun fired the bullet? At least we know. It ain't me. This can't be happening. The president and I have admitted to a fake assassination plot. Now it's your turn to admit who the real criminal is. That doesn't make Nick Colt the criminal. Don't get right up, Kay. Let him have his say first. After this done, it won't be too late to begin our counterattack. All right, Mr. Edgeworth. Come on, it could be his gun. There are two models. I don't think I have any evidence, so let's see. Knightley, you're the one who should hold it. You prove it yourself. Don't tell me that you are going to betray your own logic. The bullet is stained with the victim's blood, so it's clear they took the victim's life. And the ballistic markings match the gun we found in the trash can. Nice. Your face betrays your thoughts, Mr. Prosecutor. At this rate, he'll get away. Now that you have got a firm grasp of reality, it's time to take the next step. The link between the gun and the bullet is clear, so... Okay... No, that's... Didn't you say it earlier? This is the decisive evidence? Well, how does it feel to have a hole that blown through your reasoning? The ballistic markings matches the gun we found, so... Does that mean Nicole really was the shooter? I'd like to believe otherwise. But he's got the decisive evidence on his side, sir. Indeed. How should I proceed? Miss Sweet isn't the killer, and the ballistic markings should not match. Thoughts, Kay? If the evidence is impossible, then maybe we should doubt the evidence itself, right? Doubt the evidence? Because definitely not a criminal. If the evidence says that he's a criminal, there must be something wrong with it. You seem awfully sure of yourself. It's a great tip for intuition. Intuition. Still, it's quite possible. Above all, Miss Swift doesn't seem like the type of person to tell such elaborate lies. In court, the evidence is everything. And yet here, I'm doubting it. Which evidence do I doubt? The gun! Anything suspect here? Anything suspect here? It can be the gun. The bullet was discovered just a moment ago. Couldn't have been tampered with yet. Nightly have a chance to tamper with the gun? No, right? That's it? You could have tampered with the gun at that time. There's no doubt that this gun is the real murder weapon. In that case, the owner of this gun is... He must have switched the guns. Without a doubt, this is not his own gun. Okay, where is it? Nightly's a revolver. Nightly, you fiend. You switched the guns. The gun that matches the ballistic markings was yours all along. Interesting choice of move you made there. The switch occurred at the time you seized the evidence. When we were arguing with the president over the investigation rights. You detached the laser sight from the gun found in the audience area and attached it to your gun. Then, when you returned the evidence, you gave me your own gun. Give me your own gun? Did I do that? So, what you're saying is that I knew you'd want to examine the ballistic markings. Indeed, staying one move ahead of your opponent. Isn't that the fundamental rule of chess? I'm glad you feel that way, Mr. Prosecutor, but you are giving me too much credit. Besides, can you even prove I pulled the old switcheroo with the gun switcheroo? The gun happens to be the same model as mine, pure coincidence. But take a closer look, only one of them has a laser pointer attached to it. Check the number of bullets left in the chamber. Only 2 shots fired, see? There's no evidence that I switched the guns, right? Oh, there's no evidence, huh? Giving you too much credit? That hardly sounds like something you'd say. Guess I'm just more modest than you. Well, except when I'm in front of the chessboard. But we're not in the front of the chessboard. It's too bad. Don't use that as an excuse later. I didn't lose the game. I just couldn't find enough evidence. You're the one who should have an excuse ready. You didn't beat me at chess. You only found the evidence. Okay. It's gonna be his. I'm not gonna prove this though. Let's move the grip. Protected. Okay. Think. That evidence is this. You call that evidence, Prosecutor Edgeworth? You're trying too hard. Certain traces were left on this gun. Just that prove this gun belongs to you. Show it to me. What kind of piece you got? A rook, a bishop? It better not be a pawn. Traces likely left on the gun are fingerprints, man. Didn't they say? You left your fingerprints on this gun. Objection! Fingerprints? Huh. That should be expected. Handled the gun earlier when I seized your evidence. Of course my fingerprints are on it. But what if the fingerprints are in a place they should not be? What? That's not possible. Allow me to show you. There's one place where your fingerprints should not be. This piece of evidence will deal the final blow to your king. Uh, what should we have? Here, Detective Gumshoe, please have a look at the cylinder. 2 shots were fired, sir, but where would the fingerprints be? Here? You made the switch when you seized the evidence earlier. However, if all you did was switch the guns, you would have been found out right away. That's because the number of bullets fired by the 2 guns are different. The gun found in the audience area had fired 2 shots, sir. Then what about Mr. Knightley's gun? He fired 2 shots at the balloon when he was on the stage. Later, 1 shot to kill Rook. 30 shots in total, not counting the number of shots he's fired since then. And after each of those times, you would reload the bullets. Tell us, Knightley, were you wearing gloves when doing that? Actually, sir, in your report earlier, where were Mr. Knightley's fingerprints found on the gun? Sir, the prints weren't just found on the outside of the gun. They were also found on the bullets as well. If all you did was handle the evidence, why would your fingerprints be on the bullets? With this, it has been proven that you switched the guns. The gun which fired the bullet that took the victim's life. It belongs to you, Horace Knightley. You are the one who stole Rook's life. You are the true assassin. I'm... He still has a gun in his hand, though. Hello, checkmate. There's a gun, hello. Somebody should take the gun out. Hey! There was the doll, the plushie, the police mascot. I should have been made leader. Me! Rook. That piece of scum, if he hadn't been for him, I would have complete control over everybody. Blue Badger, yeah, Blue Badger. My assassination plan. It was perfect. My plan was perfect. Detective Gumshoe, if you please. Roger that, sir. Edgeworth! This game isn't over yet, you hear me? That's enough. Adios. The rest of this game will continue in the courtroom. Damn it. Damn you! Oh, he's back to being ripped. Steroids. You have my gratitude. You exposed a murder amongst my bodyguards, and for that I am shooting your death. As soon as he stepped outside the plane, he reverted back to his king-like persona. Some time ago, when I proposed the fake assassination plan. You want me and not Rook? Rook declined. So I'm asking you, what do you say? Alright, let's do this. I'll come up with the perfect plan. I can even use that guy as a chess piece. The Knightley said that his eyes were overflowing with hatred towards Rook. Frankly, I was quite anxious about asking Knightley instead of Rook. Now that I recall those events, he probably sensed the anxiety in my countenance. Perhaps that is what gave him the impetus for murder. Mr. President, if you had not orchestrated that fake plan, this would have not have happened. That is your sin. A sin that won't disappear. Yes, you are absolutely correct. You have my sincerest apologies. I too must bear some responsibility for this. Minso, I am most grateful to you. I thank you for solving the mystery of Rook's death. I'm scheduled to stay in this country for a little longer. But if any of you ever wish to visit the Republic of Jinfa, you will always be welcome. Oh lordy, thank ya. So happy for you, Nicole. You were set up as the suspect for the murder. Still, your involvement with the fake assassination plan remains a fact. You will have to submit to police for questioning later. You should know that there's still a possibility you may be charged with some crime. Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this. I understand you want to catch the scoop, but there's a line that should not be crossed. I hear ya. I promise to reflect on this. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. That was awesome. Prosecutor Edgeworth solves the presidential assassination attempt. It's gonna be big news. Big news? Mr. Prosecutor, would you mind telling us how you feel about solving this case? That was certainly a quick change of attitude. No comment. Oh, don't be so ordinary. The reason is because this case is not over yet. Huh? Not over? What do you mean? Sir, what shows this case is not over yet? Gotta be this, right? The calling card? The killer's card. The killer still hasn't carried out his request. You mean killing the president? I hope this doesn't turn into a larger incident. I don't remember, but did they ever caught the killer in the, in the other games? I mean, in the previous games? Not right. He escaped, right? You won! I won. An assassination attempt on the president of Zhengfa. News of this incident is spread across the entire country. The mass media also hounded me as I began to prepare for the trial of Horace Knightley. Everyone has seen the news and everyone was talking about it. However, amidst the commotion, nobody's noticed that the game had only just begun. That the game had only... The end! We did it! Episode 1! The Imprisoned Turnabout. Save the game. Alright. That's good enough. I am done for today, man. I am so done for today. I am famished. Famished. But yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow we should start episode 2. And we'll see where does this story goes from here. But with that, I wish you all a happy Tuesday. I will see you guys tomorrow. For episode 2. In the next episode of Golda Edgeworth. See you all around, alright? Thanks for watching. See you, Spirit. See you, Roxas. Bye-bye.